This is Rich. This is financial analysis for Fin 381. The four companies I considered lending my money to is Microsoft, Nike, Coca-Cola, Walmart. A little background about Microsoft and Nike because that's the ones I personally picked, and then the class picked Coca-Cola and Walmart. Microsoft started in 1975 by Bill Gates and Paul Allen. It's one of the biggest Microsoft companies in the world today. Nike started in 1964 by Bill Bauer. He was a track star at Oregon State, and he decided to make a clothing line. He's done very well. And next, I'd like to talk about the short-term solvency. I'll be talking about current ratio, quick ratio, and cash ratio. Current ratio is current assets over current liabilities. For Microsoft, in 2012, it was 2.6, 13, 2.7, 14, 2.5, and 2.5 in 2015. In Nike, current ratio is in 2012 3.05, 13 3.47, and 14 2.72. 15 it was 2.52. So Nike's staying pretty high on that part. And then on switch slides. On the other side of the class pick, Coca-Cola and Walmart, the current ratio for Coca-Cola in 2012 was 1.12, 13 1.15, 14 1.26, 15 1.34. And then Walmart current ratio was 0.83 in 12, and then in 2013 it was 0.88, in 14 it was 0.97, in 15 it was 0.93. For the short-term solvency, I picked the Nike for the short investment for the 6-month loan. I picked it because it had the highest current ratio, and it was a good company to do a short-term investment with. Talk about times interest ratio. For the first company, Microsoft, in 2012, it was 63.2, and in 13, it was 72.1, 14, it was 54.5, and then in 15, it was 29.2. And for Nike, it was 106.3, in 13, it was 161.9, 14 it was 69.43, and 15 it was 78.7. And for Coca-Cola, the times interest ratio is in 2012 is 2.5, in 2013 2.5, and 2014 it was 20.10, and 15 10.20. Walmart, in 2012 it was 11.4, 13 12.3, 15 11.5, and 15 was 11.03. For the long-term loan, I'd like to invest my money with Nike because they had the leverage that I was looking for, and it stayed very stable throughout their equity multiplier and their times interest ratio. Buying 50% in the company, it deals with profit margin, total asset, ROE, ROA, and PE. What I'd like to start with is profit margin for Microsoft. The numbers stay pretty high. They go down towards 2015, but they're pretty settled from 2012 to 2014. And total asset turnover, that's it's pretty high in 2012, but then it goes down to 0.54 in 15. This is about a 10-point difference. In ROE, it starts off with 2.7 and 27.5 in 2012, and then it ends in 2015 at 14.6. So it's going down. Not really much growth right there. And ROA starts off at 14.7, and then in 2015 it ends at 7. PE, 2012 it starts off at 11.3, and it ends up at 19.1. So I mean it's climbing, and that's very good for a company. Nike, the profit margin starts off at 9.5, and then it ends at 10.7. So it's climbing the ladder. So it's very good, the profit margin. Total asset turnover pretty much stays the same through 4 years. Not much change. ROE starts off at 21.98. It climbs again. It's steady growth. And ROA starts off at 14.5, and it also grows. 2013 is 14.9. 2014 is 14.8, and then it definitely grows in 15 and 16.2. PE also grows for Nike. Starts off at 22.2, and then it winds up in 2015 at 2.7, or 27.4. Sorry about that. The other companies that the class picked is Coca-Cola. Profit margin starts off a little low at 1.6, and then it grows up to be 2.5. So it's growing, but slowly. Total asset turnover starts off at 1.2, and it winds up at 1.4 in 2015. ROE starts off at 20.5, and then it drops 4 points at 16.5 in 2013. It stays at 2014 stays right there at 16.73, and then it climbs up again at 27.6. ROA is 2.06. Starts off at a solid number for ROA, and then grows up to be 3.59 in 2015. Walmart, the profit margin pretty much stays the same throughout 2012 to 2015. Total assets turnover also it stays pretty much the same throughout 4 years. The ROE starts off at 22.4, and in 2015 it drops a little bit at 20.7. The ROA starts off at 8.3 and ends in 2015 at 8.02. The PE, it starts off at 9.8, and it grows pretty good in 2015 at 11.6. So I would buy 50% of Nike because there's more asset efficiency and less risk because their growth stays so stable and so, uh, you know, very professional and very, uh, it's a very good company to invest in. Takeaways I got from doing this project is learn how to use Bloomberg because I've never been taught how to do that. Also, how to read the charts to see what companies is best to invest your money in. That's going to be very helpful in the long run because when I get older and get a better job, that I will know how to, you know, look up the numbers and see what they mean and how they work. So it was very nice learning how to do that. So thank you.